Hello dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So this is part of the love portion, right? And like I mentioned in the other two videos, I wanted to do all of them in one video, but it prolongs the upload and etc. So I broke them down into groups of 4. So this is going to be the love portion for Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. The video will be timestamped. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So Sagittarius, working in partnership is the main energy when it comes to love. There is a connection, a relationship that two individuals are really putting in the work and really not so much coming from a place of what, like, all right, let's put it this way. You know how you have individuals that go to like another person and be like, well, this is my list of requirements in a relationship. Instead, it's almost like, all right, this is what I bring to the table, and allowing the other person to bring what they bring to the table. So there is really no energy of like trying to coerce or force someone to be who you imagine or you picture in your mind. Let's just put it that way. But instead, showing up in a connection or in a relationship, how it is that you want your significant other to show up. And the moment that you did that shift, or you did that change in perspective and started acting out on it, your significant other, your person, started to show up as a representation of that. So therefore, there is this energy when it comes to love for you, Sagittarius, where things are going in the right direction, where things are starting to pick up, where there is this mutual love between you and your significant other, and you're just showing it like to each other, like constantly. It's almost kind of like, whether you've been with this person for a long time, I feel like some of you have, it's almost like you have given a rebirth to your connection, in the sense that you guys are acting how you did at the beginning when you guys first met. For those of you that are single, because some of you are like, well, I'm single, I'm over here, I'm by myself, I've been by myself for a while, there is a sense that some of you have unwillingly conditioned yourself to believe that you're meant to be alone. And as much as you say that you want a connection or you want a relationship, there's still reservation or still a wall up in here in the heart area, where you haven't come to terms, or you haven't come to a point within your love journey, let's put it this way, where you accept what has come and gone as far as like relationship as experiences, and instead you almost hold on more to like the grudge part of relationship, like when they ended and stuff like that, and you use that as a confirmation as to why you're still single. So let's go ahead and see, what do we have for tarot to clarify. So this is kind of interesting. We have the King of Cups in the reverse with the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position. And then we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So again, Sagittarius, there may have been a dry period, let's put it this way, within your connection. But you decided to, again, show up in the relationship, show up in your life, basically. How you wanted this person to show up, and or who you wanted to show up, or how you wanted them to show up. And that's exactly what you are, what you're being granted. And it's actually quite simple, right? and you're just, right now, you're just enjoying it and embracing it. And I do feel that there is a lot of plans that are being made for the future. There are like, there's like the possibility of not just like a property, but multiple properties may be spoken about during this time. So let's go ahead. Let me just pull out 2 of these to see. The butterfly and the mask. So relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. Mask, not showing true feelings, hiding, pretending, diluted, or gaslighting. So this is kind of like covers both ends. For the butterfly effect, or for those of you that are in a connection and are working towards evolving and growing within this connection. For those of you that are still single and are still asking when is your time, you need to be honest with yourself that you still have an inner dialogue that really needs to change when it comes to love. So let's go ahead, Sag, and let's put out an oracle card. This can be your confirmation to the reading, your advice, or simply something that you need to be made aware of that you're not seeing clearly in respect to love or life in general. Life is love. Love is life. 4, mirror, treat your body like the palace it is. So whatever it is that you give yourself, and it's the number 4, however it is that you treat yourself. So when we talk about what you give to your body or how you treat your body, we're not talking just about the physical aspect, right? We're not talking about what you choose to eat only, or when you choose, or how you choose to exercise. But we're also talking about what you choose to feed your mind, right? What do you choose to feed your body on a daily basis, right? And that is what is reflected upon your relationships, in love and in all other areas of your life. Alrighty. So now let's go ahead and move on over to Capricorns. What do we have for Capricorns? Capricorn, you're hush hush about your love life right now. And of course, I want to know why. So we are going to take a deeper look into it. There is a sense of, when it comes to love, something has manifested, or you're finally on the same page with somebody, but there is a hush hush energy about it. It is almost giving like this energy, like, have you, and this is the thing. People, and I'm gonna say this just because it's coming up now. Some people want to see you happy or see you do better as long as you're not doing better than them, and as long as you're not happier than them. And this is kind of like the energy that I'm picking up around Capricorns when it comes to love. Like, you may be in a connection or a relationship, but you're keeping it hush hush because there are people around you that it's almost like whenever you are in a relationship or are in a connection, when they're congratulating you or when they're saying that they're happy for you, there's always like this underlying but, or this underlying like, oh, you're so lucky, or like, oh, it's not fair, that type of energy. So you're like, yeah, they can see when I post them Capricorns, but it's almost like an energy, like they can see when I post a the proposal pictures or something like that. Like, somebody, like, you're not letting a lot of people know, or you're not letting somebody know of a connection until you're posting like a year or 2 later when you two are married or engaged or something like that. So it's like you're going about your life, and people really don't know what is going on. And it's the hate and the negative. And again, when I use like hate, negative, positive words and stuff like that, it's all based on perception, based on words that we attach to certain things, right? So it's almost like this energy of like, there are people around you that want to see you do good and want to see you happy, but as long as you're not happier than them. And you have almost like had to learn to like keep certain things hush hush. And this is one of the things that you're keeping hush hush, because it's almost like, oh, you may be very successful when it comes to work. You may be very successful when it comes to like, you know, how you look or this or this or that. You may be very successful when it comes to just being yourself. And again, these individuals' opinion or whatever are based on their own reflections, right? There are things in their life that they're not comfortable with, but they have to, they're trying to project that onto you, but at the same time, almost being like, it's not fair that you get it all. And it's like, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. In a sense, like, you're not apologizing for what you have, but it's like, you know what? I was told to, you know, like my guide spirit, they told me to go this way. So that's the way that I went. If you're still choosing not to listen, then that's on you, not me. So again, it's something about keeping your love life private during this time that you guys are going into. Or into this time where people might constantly be asking you like, oh, are you dating? Are you seeing someone? And you're like, no. And in reality is like, you know, you and Bay or whatever. How do I say Bay? I don't use nicknames. But you and your significant others are, you know, planning and doing all these things, and people just don't know. So we're using the Hocus Pocus. Potions are cups, pumpkins are pentacles, candles are wands, and lightnings are swords. So it's actually kind of like this really I don't know, it's like it's almost like a mystery as to why you're keeping this under wrap. And it's weird because we have the world, we have the five of pentacles is in the reverse, and then we have the two of pentacles in the or the two of pumpkins in the upright position. There is a card underneath it like hiding, so now I'm kind of curious as to what it is. And then we have the knight of lightning. So again, it may be that there's somebody in your surrounding that doesn't like it when you're in a relationship, that it's almost like the energy, honestly, that I'm just picking up, your conflict when it comes to love has nothing to do with the person that you're dealing with at this moment. It has to do with those around you and them. There's something about the connection, there's something about the spark in both of you that threatens other people, even though it has nothing to do with them. So it's kind of weird that it's weird and it's sad at the same time that you're happy, but you're having to keep it a secret because unfortunately those that are supposed to be happy for you won't. I don't know. So we do have the mask, which says not showing the true feelings, hiding, narcissifying, pretending, deluded, or gaslighting. And then we have the photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgic, make new memories. So a lot of you, it is when it comes to love, you are kind of wearing like a false mask to the world because you're not revealing something to the world right away. You're keeping that part of your life private, and people are trying to figure out if you are in a relationship or not, and they really can't tell. And here you are like not focusing so much on the past or the relationships from the past that have had ended, but instead you're focusing on making new memories with this person. So let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card. Now this can be confirmation to the reading, this can be your advice, or something that you need to be made aware of that you're not seeing clearly. Let people make their own assumptions regardless of what you post, is one thing that is coming up. Because again, there is a lot of eyes on you. People trying to read into your life based on what you're posting. Have fun with that one, because one day I could be talking all lovey-dovey, and then the next day I'm talking about how horrible love is. Remember, guys, if you want to know something, just ask directly to whomever it is, and if they feel like answering, they will. If they feel like it's none of your business, then it is none of your business. But don't try to decipher someone's life through their social media. It is just a part, a very insignificant in the aspect when we talk about the entire life. You're getting a glimpse into someone's life, not their entire life. So let's go ahead. What do we have for Capricorn? Number 25, the mural. Be your own first priority. And part of you keeping this a secret, or part of you enjoying this energy and this blissful energy of like being committed to somebody and not showing it to the world, it's kind of you taking care of you, kind of you taking care of your relationships, your connection, and being okay with it. So don't allow anybody to force you into divulging any information that you don't feel like sharing with them. So Aquarius. Ooh, someone's coming. Doom, doom, doom. I want to do the knock, but I don't want to actually knock, because then it's going to get the dogs. She's in the... Is she? Yeah, you can see her ears. And if I start knocking, then she's going to think they're knocking on the door. But somebody's coming towards you. Somebody was hesitant at first. They weren't sure if you were going to... Alright, this is definitely somebody that has ghosted you in the past. Maybe you guys were in the talking phase and never really took off or anything like that. And now they want a second chance. And it's almost like they're showing up. They're either going to show up unexpectedly, or they're going to be running into you, even though they don't even live in your town or something like that. Again, I can't tell you what to do, but this energy is, it is very, okay. This person likes to chase. There's a song by Ricardo Arjona, Dime que no, tell me no. And it's basically the description of a guy, a man that loves to chase. So as long as the woman tells him no, he'll continue to persist. But once the woman gives in, it's almost like he can lose interest in her. And it's almost kind of like that energy that I'm picking up for love connections with you guys, Aquarius. So just kind of keep an eye on that, especially if this is somebody that has ghosted you in the past, has left you with more questions than answers. Think twice before you allow this person back in, regardless of whatever it is that they are coming in to offer, because again, it does, I do pick it up more as a temporary energy. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse, the Nine of Wands in the upright, with the King of Cups in the reverse. So whenever this person feels, hey, what are you doing? Zena, stop. Oh, I know what she's doing. There's a reflection from the current. I'm gonna have to close that. So whenever this person feels like they need a challenge or they need something new, is when they come towards you, or when they come and look for you. But there is no actual commitment here. Zena, stop. Hold on, guys. Let me. Oh, and now I'm about to fall, right? I just don't want my ball to roll all the way over. Give me 1 second. Is that closer? I think so. Because if I leave it there, she's gonna keep on scratching. So any reflection of light that comes in, she goes after, like there's no tomorrow. Like if she sees it on the ceiling or whatever, like she'll start barking and jumping, trying to get it. But then it's like when it's gone, it's gone, and it's almost kind of like that's the type of energy of like somebody that's very fleeting, and just somebody that just wants to just come in whenever is convenient for them. So let's go ahead and see. Give me 2 cards. The Chaser. So we have, oh, there's another one here. Guess we're taking the first 2 that came out. So we have the Chaser. Chaser is a chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment and fear of abandonment issues. And passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. So this person very much likely rushes in whenever it is that, and it's like they come in very passionate, very everything, but again, Aquarius, there's nothing new there. They chase whatever they feel is unattainable. And then once that thrill is up, it's done with. So let's go ahead and let's put out your oracle. This can be confirmation to the reading, your advice, or something that you need to be made aware of that you're not seeing clearly. $13, the Lioness. You've earned all your stripes. And this usually talks... It is okay, let's put it this way, for you to say no. It is okay for you to put a stop to a cycle. It is okay for you to not give to a connection, to a situation. It is okay for you to turn somebody down. It is okay for you to move on. It is okay for you to heal. It is okay for you to be you. It's just that simple. And if you have already seen a pattern and this person is coming in the same exact way, it is okay for you to choose you first and not allow this person back in. Right? So now we're going to go ahead over to Pisces. So Pisces, what do we have in love? Oh, okay. You don't want to talk about love? Pisces doesn't want to talk about love. So that's it, Pisces. Love is not at the forefront right now for you guys. There was a situation that left you drained. Left you needing to recover. Left you feeling like you were drowning. Left you feeling like gasping for air. And love is, you know, some of you really want to hear that, not whether someone is coming back or not, but whether you have the strength to overcome and say no to someone. It's almost like you want someone to come back when you're healed enough to reject them. And listen to those words, because if that is your intention, then just know we receive based on the intentions behind our actions or whatever it is that we're asking for. We have the Strength card in the reverse with the 6 of Swords, with the Chariot in the reverse. Your healing or letting go or forgiving someone or moving on from a connection should not be because you want to see somebody crying and suffering for you. It should be because you want to release yourself from this. It should be because you want to be able to open up and experience love. So you want, right now, a lot of you Pisces are in a space of revenge and wanting to make somebody pay when it comes to love. To each their own. So let's go ahead and see the Hammer and the Dragonfly. So with the Hammer, we talk about sabotage, rebuilding, repetitive, persistent, working on it. The Dragonfly, Be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. You need a dose of reality check when it comes to love. Again, everybody chooses to have a different perspective on everything, right? When we talk about energy and we talk about time, to me, those are very, 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 very important, and I value them very highly. So to spend my time and my energy on wanting to get revenge on someone doesn't even cross my mind, because first of all, it's not going to bring me anything, right? Because you don't even know if you're even going to hurt this person. You don't even know if this person loves you. You don't even know if this person cares about you. So why are you, instead of spending that energy on them and on wanting to get revenge on someone, why don't you redirect that energy back to yourself and go after what it is that you want? Start living the life that you want, so that you can attract the type of partner that you want in your life. So let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card. Mizina, stop. And again, you guys may get upset over it, but it's the truth. And we all have been there where we wanted to get revenge on someone. At some point, whether you were 15, you were 22, or whatever it was. Zena, I need you to stop barking, mama, please. It was just a car. They're not coming here. So if it triggered you, I mean, I'm not going to apologize for it. Somebody has to tell you the truth. So this can be confirmation to the reading. This can be your advice or something that you need to be made aware of that you're not seeing clearly. And I'm not attacking you, Pisces, just an FYI. Every week there is at least one sign, whether it's regular or cusp, that gets their dose of reality, where things that you don't want to see, you don't want to face, are definitely like, I will be shoving them in your face. Just because that's the way that it comes up. So never take it personal, and never think never take it personal in the sense that I'm not attacking you, if that makes any sense. So we have 33, nostalgia, excuse me. Focus on the here and now. Let go of this person, let go of this connection. Stop trying to seek revenge with this person or whatever it is. Focus on here, focus on the now, focus on what you do have, and stop giving so much of your time and energy to the past. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you for this week. As always, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Thank you to all of those that have been donating. It is greatly appreciated. If you have not liked, share, or subscribed, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Mwah! Love you all. Bye-bye.